Hello, my friend. Welcome back to the channel. Last week I didn't have a chance to do this video because I was kind of busy working on the Toyota Sienna, the minivan. It was a lot of work. I'm not gonna go in detail on that. I will do a video, all the crap I do on it. But today I'm gonna go a little bit on low tech on you guys because when I was living in the Paulo Bidong Island, the refugee camp, we didn't have no camera, so we didn't take. I didn't even have any picture of that place. But here's a general look at what the island looked like. See how the island looked like a half of a little canteen, and sticking up from the water. So you can see here is where the I guess what you call it, the pier, where all the supply boat gonna come in. So they told us to here. Like I said, there's a bunch of young men standing along the beaches looking at new people. You know, when there's new refugees coming, everybody's just like curious coming out and look. So they all dark, wearing short, dark skin, look like Malaysian people, but they actually all Vietnamese. And believe it or not, this little island is only about maybe 1 square kilometer. But at the highest point that they have was 40,000 people live in this island. Of course, not everybody gonna believe it. You know, the whole island, they just live in the front of it. So you can see the layout where the pier is. And then they have a supply warehouse right there. So the boat coming in, they put the food in there. And then these are all the section of the compound that where all the refugees come in. Of course, A is when they first start out. They only have one compound. And then as the population grow, they put B, C, D, E, F. F is close to the beach on the other side of the island. It's really wavy and a lot of wave, high tide, high wave. You can see it's pretty crowded. So remember I told you I got sick from drinking the water from the well that they dig up from here. So we moved. My mom and dad decided we're gonna move to G, which of course is the furthest away from everybody. So when you go get food, you gotta hike down, and it's on the hill, so you have to hike down and come get food and water. But you don't need to. If you live here, you don't need to come down and get water. You can get water from. Let me show you here. See at G. Let's see this thing. See here. See at G. See, there's a spring that running down, so people start building a little hut around next to it. So you can either go take bath right there. You can take drinking water, but I never drink water from along here, man. You know what I do is in the morning I get up early, like at 5 a.m. Hike all the way up to the top of the spring, and believe it, at the top of the spring, the water came under a big tree root. So I will go up there and bring home about 2 gallons of water, fresh water, so that way we cook and drink all day for the whole family. That was my chore for the day, every morning to go get water. And one time my mom decided, like, I want to go see where you get the water from. Little she know that, you know how when you go hiking, there's a lot of rocks. Being young, you can hop all over the place, right? Like easily to get from point A to point B from different rocks. So mom was going up there. It's easy to go up there. But when coming down, she couldn't hop like I do. So literally she's on her butt, crawling down slowly. And that was the last time she ever followed me to go get water. So anyway, so when we got up there, the guy that he's like maybe about 20 something. A lot of young men, single, so they can move around, build stuff by themselves. So he told my dad, like, he's gonna help us build a little hut up there. Let me see if this thing focus. So see, there's a crude picture of his hut that he built right in the middle, right? That's his hut right there in the middle. So in between two big trees, since it's an island, it's always rain and windy all the time. So you want to build your hut, something anchored, something solid, right? So he built his hut right there. So he built us a little on the side here. Literally, all it had was like one stick this way, one stick that way, one stick that way, and then four stick coming down, right? He built this platform for us to sleep. And you believe these planks of a bark tree. It's like long strip of bark tree that he actually nailed them down. So that's the beginning. So there's no roof, nothing. So when we move up there, the only thing we had was a blanket. So we hang it up there. So at night, when we sleep, the morning dew doesn't come down and wake us. You know, we were living that for a whole month like that. But my dad, he was remember I told him he taught him to have English. So he start having classes teaching people, you know, on the island how to learn ESL, English as a second language. So for about, and I think he charged like $10 per student. So that's 10 students, right? So $100. And the first month he finally get $100. But you know what he used that $100? We bought this, you know, the blue tarp. That's how much it cost us, $100 for the blue tarp. So that way we can put on top of that hut, so keep the water out, you know. So here's a layout of the hut. Let's see here. So remember the bed? That's the bed area, right? So there's a little walkway here. There's literally, you know, it's on the slope. So to make a kitchen area, I had to dig down and flatten it out, so that way it become a flat area, so we can walk here and become a kitchen area right here. Since luckily there was clay there, so I used that clay to build a little wood fire stove. So each family, they give only one pot. Believe it, they only give you one pot to cook. So I used that pot as a template to build this wood fire stove. And also they give us canned food, right? When you live on an island, you use everything. You reuse everything you have. So we keep those cans. We cut the open end on both. I used 2 of those cans to become a ventilation hole. So that way when you put the firewood in and you cook it, the smoke coming out the other end, it doesn't come back in your face, you know. So I was building that with Dad. I mean, my dad's almost 49, I think, at that time. So I pretty much do the whole. I was 15. So I was going at it, you know, nonstop until it's done. Like I said, so from the hut, you can see that. Let me see, is this thing gonna focus here? So there's a lot of trees, there's spring there, rock, so you can go down, you know, take like a bath, a shower, whatever you call it, along high behind here. Whenever we take bath, we don't, you know, go all naked. We always wear short and take bath. And then when you're done, you kind of hide in and change. And then you wash your clothes right in, and then that way you go home and dry it. I mean, it's a little pretty primitive, you know. We don't have much, so we gotta live there. So for a while, like I said, the hut didn't have anything, no window, no nothing. We had to. So I began to follow these young guys. So a lot of these young guys, they make money by go chop down tree and selling the tree, the firewood for people to cook. So of course, you remember I told you that he was making these bed out of bark tree. So I got the idea. Hey, I can go follow them, cause you know bark tree is pretty heavy. So when they do the chop down the tree for firewood, they strip the bark tree out so that way it's lighter. So when they cut into sections like this, so they can carry it downhill to sell. Of course, you know when they strip them a long piece, like almost, I'd say about 10 feet long. So I literally dragged them home and start making wall for my little hut. You know, I thought I'd draw a picture of my hut. But we don't have no tool. So in order to put the bark tree onto the wall, we bought these. You know, everything is expensive on the island. Is you have nothing. We had to buy stuff that kind of like people, for the fishermen from Malaysia, they kind of what do you call it? They're illegal to sell it to. So there's a bunch of young men, right? They build this little boat, wooden boat from the the wood they have tree there, a little boat, rowing boat, just enough for 2 guys. So that way at nighttime they can go out and trick gold with the fishermen, and you can tell them, oh, I need this, that. Eventually they bought all kind of stuff to make, like good stuff. So like I said, if you have gold, you be okay. No matter where you at, you still always be all right. So we bought these cheap ass, the plastic string. When you see them and how we wrap them gift stuff, they really cheap. You can tear them into pieces like nothing. So what we did was, you know how like you wouldn't know how you braid your hair. My mom got the idea and cut into sections like about that long, and start sitting there and braid them into 3 pieces together, make it stronger. And that's how we used that to tie the. Well, we're gonna make the little section of a little branch tree along the wall, so that way you can attach the bark into the wall, so that become your wall. We even make a little window. Next time when I get back on here, I will draw a little picture how it looked like. I thought I'd draw that picture, but I guess I didn't. But anyway, man, thanks for watching. I'm just gonna give you a really quick one, cause I've been busy. God, I've been working on that Sienna like nonstop. I mean, every time me, I'm very meticulous about my car. I like to know what's going on with the whole car before I'm gonna take a long trip. So far, I've been working a lot. But thanks for watching. I will see you next week when I have a little bit more time and do a little bit longer video. All right? Take care. Bye.